YouTube, I'm gonna just go ahead and keep it real with you. I don't like flowers. The reason I don't like flowers is because flowers die. And I know there's a lot of people out there that can correlate that with their real life when it comes to their dreams. There's a ton of reasons why dreams are like flowers, and I'm gonna talk about it on today's episode of the Daily Dose Show. But do me a favor before we get into the antidote, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you're feeling this video, give it a thumbs up, drop a comment, and let me know what your thoughts are. And if you can share this out to your friends, family members, co-workers, bosses, employees, I would greatly appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get into the antidote. But let's go ahead and get into today's topic. It is going to be based off of inspiration. I want to inspire you. I want you to get all up in your feelings today, because those emotions is what it's going to take to give you the fuel and the energy that you're going to need to get through today's topic. Because today we're going to exercise the brain, the process of being mentally stimulated to do or feel something, especially to do something creative. I know we're in the beginning of the year, but I know there's some people out there that's slacking on the goals. They said all the stuff that they were going to do in 2020 and they ain't started yet. But don't worry. I don't judge you. I love you. I love you to hit you upside with this head, with this antidote. I'm going to reach way back to South Florida and just slap you across your big old head, because you know what you're supposed to be doing. And don't worry, I'm going to help you get there. Sometimes you got to make a little correlation between one and two things, and we're going to make that happen today. So I want to talk about dreams for a second, because dreams start out just like flowers. And if you don't believe me, wait until you get to today's antidote. And I'm a little bit curious. What do you guys think that I mean when I say dreams start out like flowers? We're going to talk about it, but I'm just curious. What's the first thing that comes to your mind when I say dreams start out just like flowers? Go ahead and type it in the comments while Mr. Antidote Man hits you with the antidote.
Today's topic is based off of execution. It's a noun meaning to take action, to put a plan in motion, and make things happen today. Stop talking and start doing.
Y'all are so silly. I'm reading some of these comments while I was checking that out. Y'all are so silly. I love my loyal dosers. Shout out to all y'all. Do me a favor again. Make it rain likes and loves down the screen right now. I just love, that's my energy going. Y'all want to know a fun fact? I can't even see it because I'm looking right into a camera right now, and I watch it on the replay, and that's when I watch all the comments and all the love. But let's go ahead and get right into it. Let's talk about 3 ways that dreams are like flowers. Number 1, they start out underground. Now, the problem, let me ask you this. Has any of y'all ever got like discouraged initially? You went out and you set some crazy goal. You set out some crazy dream. You wanted to do something fantastic. You even made a plan to make it happen. But then somewhere along the lines in the beginning part of the process, you fell a little bit short and you say, you know what, man, to heck with this. I can't do this. This is tougher than I imagined. I don't want to go through it. Well, the reason being is because you couldn't envision it. That seed, just like flowers, they start out underground. So sometimes when you can't see things, seeing is believing, especially in 2020 where everything's got to be social proof. It's got to be online before you can, if you ain't do it for the gram, if you ain't do it for the book, it ain't happening. Somebody be like, man, I made $10,000 today. Where the pitch at? You got a check? Where the cash at? We live in a visual world. So unfortunately, we're so accustomed that if we don't see something, it's not real. If we don't see something, it didn't happen. You got to post proof. But the problem with that is most of our dreams, if they're big enough, you're not going to see them at first. You got to walk by faith. See, faith is having the knowledge and the willpower to understand and keep pushing through when you cannot see something. And that's extremely hard because some people don't have the faith. They say keep the faith. And you're like, I can't see it, man. I just can't. What you got to do is you got to envision this thing. Let me give you an example. See, yesterday I did a little research. I had a goal of researching this destination that I plan on going to outside of the country this year for 2020. And let me tell you, boy, it was perfect timing that I read this book, Chase the Lion, because, the subtitle is Your Dreams Should Be So Big That They Scare You. And you know how I know that it scared me? Because I was talking about it with my wife and she said, this is scaring me. And I said, that means it's working. That means it's working. And here's the deal. The thing about it is, I'm not going to lie. I got a little scared too. I underestimated a little bit. I'm going to just be flat out honest with you. I underestimated just a little bit. And I got a little nervous and I said, you know what? By any means necessary, I make this happen. And you know what I did? As soon as I was done doing all the research, I went downstairs and I got to my meditation. And you know what I thought about while I was meditating? The things that I couldn't see. but I started to envision it, and I started having the faith, and I started seeing me. I closed my eyes, and I started visualizing me at this destination, at this place. Some of you guys know it, some of you guys don't know it. I'm not going to spill the beans just yet. If you know where it's at, don't type it in the comments. Yeah, whatever. But anyway, I started envisioning myself being at this place. And I said, ooh, if I was right there, just visualizing that. Ooh, I can just see myself relaxing right there and just chilling. Ooh, you're going to do a tour and go to this place. Ooh, I can just see me with my feet up, just relaxing. You know, I'm grinding all year to make this happen. And this is finally the time where I just get to kick my feet up for a second, enjoy this beautiful sunset, check out all the scenery. Like, I was envisioning it. And you know what? That gave me the willpower to say, by any means necessary, I'm going to make it happen. So just because you can't see your dream coming to fruition yet, you got to have the faith. You got to visualize yourself being in that place, and that's going to give you the willpower to continue to grow. And as soon as you don't see things happening, just go back to the thought, go back to the vision. All right, let's go ahead and get into number two. Number two, dreams have to take roots too. Underground. See, and in our dreams, we have to, that's called establishing a foundation. See, a lot of reasons why some of you guys' dreams and goals don't come to fruition is because your foundation is all cracked. You're trying to capitalize and monetize and do things off of minimum effort, not a strategic work plan, not following the roadmap. You just winging it. You just say, I want to do this. I'll go ahead and figure it out along the way. In some cases, that's kind of cool. But I promise you, when it comes to your dreams and your goals, you got to be strategic in it. Like you got to really develop the plan to make that happen. You got to establish the foundation. There's rules to this thing. There's levels to this thing. You got to build level 1 before you can get to level 2 and level 3. See, the problem is a lot of people like to take shortcuts. Zach per tweet, can I get a hallelujah? Well, I can't get my hallelujah because I'm trying to get fancy with these extra screens and stuff. But rewind, Mr. Pertwee, can I get a hallelujah?
Hallelujah.
Thank you kindly. See, some of y'all try to take shortcuts and you try to automatically get to level 3. You trying to get the shortcut to success. You trying to take the elevator all the way to the top. But unfortunately, the elevator broken. And what happens when it's broke? You sit there just wondering what in the world is going on. Well, if you'd have taken the time to strategize, plan, develop your plan of action, and then start executing, you would have actually started the way that you were supposed to do, and you probably would have ended on time, maybe even a little bit earlier. But the problem is you cannot expect to establish all of the greatness on a messed up foundation. If you don't start from the, like Drake said it best, start from the bottom, now we're here. Drake didn't say start at the top. You don't start at the penthouse. You got to work your way up to that thing. Is somebody feeling me today? Do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the love button, share this out. I know some of your coworkers, some of your staff, maybe some of your bosses need to hear this. So tag somebody who you think really needs to hear this message. And last but not least, number 3, when the dream is fed properly, it grows. Now, I know you guys, we're talking about flower correlation here, dreams and flowers. You know what you got to do to a flower. The flower needs a certain thing in order for it to grow properly. You need sun and you need some water. And then after you get those two combinations going, that's when it starts to blossom and turn into something beautiful. You know what it takes when it comes to life and our goals and our dreams? It takes action. It takes strategic strategy, and it takes execution. That is the recipe for success for our goals and dreams. Just like a flower needs water and sun, we need action and strategic execution. Let me give you an example real quick so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Now check this. This is a sunflower right here, right? And remember, in the beginning, we said it started out underground. You can't see it. That's the beginning stages. That's when you're thinking about what you want to do. But then all of a sudden, it starts blossoming. Blossom. Somebody type that in the comments. Blossom. I'm gonna make me a word today. It starts blossoming. It starts turning into something beautiful once you start, see, we're watching the visual right here, but let me tell you the mental about what's going on. See, right now, at this stage, you're actually going through the motions. You're like, okay, I started out underground, I've isolated myself, I developed my plan of action, and I'm sticking to my roadmap. I have a deep, passionate, powerful why behind it. So when things start to get shaky a little bit, at least I can go back to my foundation and my roots and say, you know what, this is why we started, and this is why we're going to continue to grow. Now, you see what's happening right now? I don't know if you guys are paying attention to more so the bottom of the screen, but what you're seeing, the leaves that's kind of crunching up and getting a little bit of hard. See, that's the outer layer. That's the old us. That's the old us deteriorating. That's us actually growing, because when you grow, you get rid of your old self, because your old self, he wasn't working out too well. So that's why you trying to, make sure this practice and this execution and all this action is going into place. Then all of a sudden, as you can see, you start turning into something else. You're not looking like a seed no more. That's the point when everybody else is starting to notice you. They're like, hey, what you doing doing over there? I'm doing something, just minding my business, but people starting to take notice because you're transforming, you're turning into something else. And then finally, when you stay on the path, you start going into something beautiful. You see, before you turn into that beautiful sunflower, you got a little rocky there, that's life challenging you. That's people, that's the haters coming at you. But you know what? You held strong. You stayed strong, and look at what you turned into. You turned into something absolutely beautiful. Now you guys see the correlation between dreams and flowers? In case you came fastly late, I'm going to go ahead and get into the recap so you guys can get what I was talking about. Number one, understand your dreams, they start out as seeds. And where do seeds start out? Seeds start out at? Man, my words is fumbling today. I'm just feeling it too much or something. I'm talking too fast. Let me slow down a little bit. Seeds start out underground where you cannot see them. That's when you're in the lab cooking up the dream right there. That's when you figuring out the secret sauce and everybody outside of your business. And then once you go to that part, then you take root. That's called establishing your foundation. The reason that you can't see nothing yet is because you got to work from the outside in. Inside out. What's with my antidote today, man? I'm going to tell y'all the real truth. Yesterday, I was so focused on my destination, my biggest goal of 2020, that's all I can seem to think about right now. Like literally, it scared the crap out of me, and all I'm figuring out is ways to make it happen because it's going to be tough. But I promise you, when I get to the other side of that mountaintop, it's going to be so beautiful. But understand, when you're in the lab cooking up, that's you establishing your foundation. That's you establishing the roots. That's you developing that plan of action. And then last but not least, you got to feed that dream. You got to feed that dream action. You got to feed that dream strategy. You got to feed that dream execution, because all the talking about the dream ain't going to happen. And once you start doing that, it's just like watering the plant and giving it the sun and the energy to make that thing grow. So hopefully you guys got your positive message of the day, because I would greatly appreciate it if you would do me this one thing and head on over to my website. It's actually pretty cool. It has all my social links on there, about me section, contact me, and all the YouTube links and everything. And what's really cool is I got some merch in there too, the Daily Dose Show. If you guys want to support and get you some dose swag, I would greatly appreciate that. It doesn't cost a lot of money. I don't do it for the money. But, go get you a knapsack. Go get you some shirts. Go get you some hats. Check out my Twitter link. Follow on Instagram, Twitter, and all that kind of stuff. Just type in markisstone.com. It's already on there. But the best surefire way to start your day is by going to Facebook. Facebook.com, and then search for the Daily Dose Show. Hit the thumbs up to make sure you like the page. Hit the subscribe button. Change your notification settings so you can always get notified when the antidote goes live. But if you want to share this out, I would greatly appreciate it on Facebook. But if you want to show it to your friends and your coworkers and stuff like that, head to my YouTube channel. Just type in my name, Markiss Stone. You'll see my big mug right there, the Daily Dose Show. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Check out the outro.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in to the Daily Dose. I hope you got your antidote today. Your daily dose of positivity, inspiration, and motivation. Check me out every Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time Zone on Facebook Live. And don't forget to Hulk smash that share button.
I do what I do from the heart, and I don't expect anything in return. I'm a kid from the south side of Chicago that's here to make the world smile and change people's lives. Y'all have a great weekend. I'll miss you. See you on Monday. Peace.